So, wait, hold on a second. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Hi. I don't know what I was going to read. That's why I was like, all right, let's see. All right. This is 2 little reads. Let's just see what we got. I'm just getting pulled to like an old school movie. I was looking at the 27th, I think, old school. Like it had like cops or detectives, but not Chris Rock in it. Oh man. Like something like 21 Jump Street, but I know that's not what I'm talking about. That's what I got pulled to. So I don't know if you guys are just watching that type of show or... But I can see an actor's face. I can't remember. He also played on like a... God, he was like on a TV comedy with this other chick, super short fucking hair. Oh my God, he was like super known, our generation. He was black. She was black. They used to joke around. It was like a comedy. They definitely don't do reruns of it anymore. I'm just trying to think like, and he plays in other movies. It's going to drive me fucking bananas. Because I can see his face and hers. And in the beginning of like the sitcom, he would always say something like silly, part of like the theme song. And he had a friend. I don't think they were detectives. I think him and his friend just always messed around. And his girlfriend, I'm talking like it was like a bowl haircut. No, not the Cosbys. No, they were like all adults. It was almost like Friends, but it was almost positive they were all black. I can get pulled to 227, but I'm pretty sure they were all black. So it was like a black sitcom. And I hate to even like put it out there like that. But it's the face I'm seeing, like. And now that I was young, I don't even remember looking at like a black or white person and being like, hey, we're different. I mean, I wish it was like that for everybody. Like it wasn't like oh, why'd you choose that show to watch? You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, but so it was kind of like a show back then with the Cosbys and 227, and he was, I think he was like a known comedian. If I could just remember that one line he used to say, you guys will know exactly who I'm talking about. Oh. So I'm guessing like that was like, what, early 90s? It could even be late 80s. Popular sitcom shows, late 80s, early 90s. Oh, Hollis, Family Matter, Roseanne, Saved by the Bell. I liked Mama's Family. Who's the Boss? Cosby's. Silver Spoons, Coach, Elf. Oh, Charles in Charge. I liked that one. Okay, it's not up there. Different World, Smart Guy, Martin. I'm almost positive it was Martin. And yeah, 92 to 97, Martin. And he had that girlfriend with a short bowl haircut. Actors and actresses in the show Martin. Yeah, Tisha Campbell, that was her. Yep, this is the show. Where's Martin? Oh, Martin Lawrence. So yeah, he's like a known comedian, right? Gina, his wife. Thank you. Yep. That was Gina, right? In the very beginning, yeah, she had that short ass haircut. It was like a bowl haircut. I was like, what? Yeah, Martin. What did he used to say all the time? That's what I'm getting pulled to. Is that saying? He had like an infamous saying. That's what I'm getting pulled to for the 27th. Guess I can just Google it. What did Martin say in his sitcoms all the time? Quotes from Martin. It's a good job. How'd you come by a dark and lovely quantum? Oh, Tisha Campbell actually filed a sexual harassment suit against Martin. That's the reason Martin was canceled. Okay, so Forever Shanae? Is that what it was? Forever Shanae? Yeah, no, I'm not sure. So yeah, I don't know. But it was something like he always said in the beginning of a sitcom or something. All right. So next few days. Page of Cups, Seven of Swords. Wands. Look at the dip. Snapped my finger. It was bleeding yesterday. I'm telling you, the dip has not worked good for me. I missed my appointment. I don't have one until tomorrow. And the dip cracked on this. Yeah, I don't know what's up. I was thinking the heat, but that didn't make much sense either. See, I totally just changed the conversation with my dip. Fantasy, you're my fantasy girl. You're my diamond girl. And it is the star, so I don't know if Spirit's saying that to you or someone's like fantasized with you, the way they're looking at you. Something about fantasy, but I'm hearing like, you're my diamond girl, but something like, I don't know if he mentions fantasy in that line. And it is the star. But it's fantasy. There's a lot going on around this energies, the circumstances of this energies. It does have to do with like feelings. Someone might think you're angry at them because this almost looks like sorrow, like somebody messed up, and then these eyes are just kind of like a little bit of anger in them, or like these ones are wide awake. Only this particular card always reminds me of like the brat dolls. Must be like what she's wearing is what pulls me to them. And mind you that this is Beautiful Creatures deck. It's all female in this deck. Even though King of Cups is there. I don't know. It's almost like you got a second shot at something. And I'm just noticing like the little baby dragons or something they are in the photos, whatever they are, within the flowers. Almost looks like snapdragons, but I don't think they are. But it's almost like the Seven of Swords talks about teachery, but to me, I feel like there's something about like a second chance. So someone may give you flowers, but the Seven of Swords gift you, which doesn't make sense to me with the Seven of Swords, but maybe somebody likes flowers in your hair. But this is almost like God, I don't know. It feels like a second chance, but it just feels like a weird message for the Seven of Swords. So again, you have this energy fantasizing about a situation, having hope about a situation, or fantasizing about something, but it comes with like such heaviness. Like there's deception and heaviness surrounding this feeling. Got this feeling. There's something over me. Bruno Mars, maybe? What else? Next few days. Something about the 27th, which is tomorrow. So I don't know if there's a significant transit that I'm forgetting about. Two of Pentacles, flexibility. I heard something about loyalty. Ten of Pentacles, legacy. The Emperor, sovereignty. So you could begin with the Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, Taurus. It's about your morals. Determination with the Queen of Wands. Yeah, my diamond girl. I can't help but to sing that when I touch the star. I almost wish you guys can touch it. There's definitely energy coming off of this card. And this almost feels like just like all business. It's not like the fantasy I was just picking up on. I've been talking about your morals a lot. Well, I think. I know it came up in members. And I typically read the Nine of Pentacles as morals, expectations, standards, and the Hierophant does have strong morals, but I don't typically look at the Hierophant as morals, even though it is. It's almost like I forgot all these years of doing tarot. I mean, it's just the creator's deck interpretation, but it's the truth. But I feel like it's like consequences. So somebody could be struggling financially. They don't want to talk about it. They're juggling a lot of things. Like if this conversation comes up, like I don't want to bring it up. Like somebody doesn't want to talk about it. Let's give them something to talk about. Guys could be seeing raccoons. I'd love a pet raccoon. I'd never just go out and get one. I would take one from the wild, but if I ever had to rescue one, I would. I'd rescue a skunk too. I always wanted a skunk as a pet, as a kid. So I sent my animals here. You can obviously degland them. They make great pets. She has a cat. There's a scorpion right there, but that's because it's talking about Scorpio. But I always look at the King of Cups as Pisces. So now this is 2 cards, but you guys know that with me in the Tower and the Death and how I look at it as Capricorn and Scorpio. So I don't know if you're learning something here, like if somebody's trying to learn cards, the best advice I can give you is just kind of vibe with the decks. You don't need to like learn the exact definitions. Because card reading is like intuition and, you know, placing a memory, a thought, a story, a prediction, like, you know, something there to relate. You know, don't listen to me because I'd be teaching you my way, but it's the way I was taught. Like, I didn't dare look up a book. I didn't do a Celtic cross, like nothing. Like, I just let me know what I need to know, and I'll try to figure it out. And I did it for months and months before I came on YouTube, and it was constantly in my head. Like, there's no way I'm the only one that thinks like this. Like, people are like, it just made sense to go on YouTube to share my story. Like, no one told me to. No, like, it was very odd. Like, I never saw myself doing it. And then I had one friend encourage me to just do it because we had been hanging out and talking about it, and if it wasn't for him, it probably never would have crossed my mind. Well, actually, it did cross my mind when we were talking about it, but I probably wouldn't have done it if he didn't push me to do it. Which is weird, because I don't feel like it feels like it just all happened so fast. Like I don't know. So I don't know if somebody's learning cards. I do have newbies. Welcome, welcome, all my newbies. I'm Courtney. So I don't know if you're learning tarot, if you're new to it. Tarot, potato, potato. I mean, there's obviously a story here, but I also lately go by depiction. Sometimes I separate them by elements so I can get a better look at something. A lot of readers, remove cards and read them in order and go like that. And I have a hard time with that because I don't like things blocking my view. Yes, I don't. Someone's learning something here. Maybe you're about to teach somebody, or maybe somebody's learning tarot or watching tarot because you're into tarot, But this is more like, hey, I'll be your boss. Somebody wants you like in the spotlight, but they're also looking at you at the Queen of Wands, and it doesn't have to be like in a sexual way. In a sexual way. And the Queen of Wands can be flirtatious, sexual. We do group elements with certain stuff, me personally. But this is like being in the spotlight. This would be a boss, a business, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. But like this person's fantasizing about you, even work-wise, being in the spotlight. But like, this is somebody very conventional. But I do feel like it's somebody that has feelings for you too. And I don't know if you want to mix business with pleasure, because somebody is like, do I step in? Do I offer something? Do I put an offer on the table? Somebody knows you'd be really good at something, but they want to manage you. But they're almost looking at you like your looks, your wits, you know what I mean? It's not your brain, your intelligence. Like, it's almost like taking advantage of your looks. So like, where's somebody's morals here? Because this seems to be all about money. Almost like you can leave a legacy, or they want to leave a legacy, but like, there's deception behind it. There's a lesson here. Maybe somebody is assuming you're struggling financially. I'm trying to think money-wise. And they're just assuming you could use the money, so they make an offer because it's like a good offer, like you can't pass it up. Or you're dealing with somebody who makes good money, and that's getting in the way, but they are fantasizing about you while at work, but they're only lying to themselves because they're not sharing this with you. This is the third time. Danny passed away a year ago today. So miss him, love him. There could be something with that going on. You could be looking at an old photo. Can't believe it's been 10 years. I can't believe it's been 2 years. That's just a side note. As soon as I sat down, I remembered. I mean, it's been on my mind for a couple weeks anyway, but because it came through a reading. So it could just be a loved one watching over you, or there's some type of anniversary coming up. You could have, their picture on the fridge somewhere, or like off somewhere on the side. I'm not sure. As a side note, I'm not really getting the energy through this reading like I did a couple weeks ago with another reading. So do be careful when it comes to finances right now. I mean, this could be somebody else having issues, financial issues, and they just don't want to talk about it. But it's more than that, because I'm getting pulled to the Hierophant as if this is really as if this is really something in regards to like their morals and what else, please, and everything else that's going on. You got rewards with the Nine of Pentacles. That's my moral card. Three of Wands, patience. Knight of Pentacles. See, yeah, there's something with work here, or a practical approach. And then you got the Eight of Cups. You're like on a quest. King of Swords, logic. It's like I almost want another row of cards. I don't typically throw this many cards. I don't know if this is you just making a logical decision in the sense of like all of this, and you're just deciding to like go your own way. Go your own way. Or if this is that person attempting to break free from a situation and go their own way and come towards you. I don't necessarily see a business offer here, but it could be coming up. This is what this person is thinking about. You could be better off alone. Or some of you could be better off partnering up with somebody. And this feels like it's something out of the blue. Like this could even be your thoughts and nobody else's. And it comes out of nowhere. Or this is somebody who thinks they can motivate you to be more logical versus being like a firecracker. So I'd be careful there too, because I don't know if somebody wants to change who you are. And here's the thing with the Queen of Wands. I always looked at the Queen of Wands as a Sagittarius, and this is telling me Aries. I think somebody's learning cards here, but like, I always looked at the Queen of Wands as a Sagittarius. I don't know if I'm wrong or not. I don't think it matters. I've been doing it for so long. It is what it is. Is the Queen of Wands Sagittarius or Aries? It did wand, as like Spanish wand instead of wand. She's associated with Leo. The sign of Leo is strongly associated with this card, the Lions of the Throne. The zodiac sign just says Aries, Leo, Sag, which is kind of like, it's basically fire, but I always looked at her as Sagittarius. She represents a level of authority and maturity in one's field. This is someone who holds influence and power, has the courage to dream and take action towards her dream, linked to fire. Sagittarius is Temperance. The Emperor's Aries. Strength is obviously Leo, but it's just saying all of them, but typically Leo. So I still look at it as Sagittarius, but this is saying Aries. So I don't know if this is because I have a lot of newbies or if you're learning tarot. I think some of you are like learning tarot. But I would just go with like your gut here. Because as a reader, even though I look at like the devil as, Capricorn, but I also see the devil sometimes as Scorpio. And I also do that with the death card. So it's telling me it's carrying both propensities versus like all three. To me, two of them are stronger, right? I always read the major arcana as the major arcana, whatever zodiac that is. But when it comes to kings and queens, messengers, knights, it's my own thing. And I love the way, like, I love the way you lie. I love the way they just represented the Queen of Wands when it comes to business. And fire is like go get 'em energy. Yeah, you guys must be learning cards. I guess the best advice I can give you is, the basics, but whatever it represents for you. To me, it's more about depiction. I would get like a couple different decks, you know what I mean? Not just one, so you can clarify with a separate deck. A lot of people like to clarify with the same deck, and I do that sometimes, but I've been doing this for a long time. So if you're new at this, I would clarify with a separate deck to see like what's more prominent, what's more your message. Because when I was learning tarot, I was asking, like what's next for me, like what's going on with me. It was all about me, right? Never another energy, because I was trying to figure out me at first. And I noticed like the moon would come out 3 times in 3 different decks, or a major zodiac or a card, because that was supposed to be my main focus. So to me, it's not about like where you place the cards. It's about how you connect with them, how you reading them, So, and sometimes I'm like, all right, well, this card, represents this, but I'm seeing this. Like I go by lately, it's all about depiction for me. So that's a big message for you guys too, because it's representing a feeling, a projected energy. It's, how you feel inside, but how something's being presented. Like that's more important than, you're not reading the cards right. Like, who are you to have an opinion on how I read cards? I don't know. So I don't know if somebody's saying that to you. And it's not about judgmental energy. It's be who you are, read who you. I'm not an average tarot reader. I'm a teacher. And I'm here an influencer. And I don't even like the word influencer anymore these days, because it's just been butchered. It really has. Like now we have like social media of this influencer, and she's all about promoting sex, or like, to me that's not an influencer, or just focused on money. Like influencers, to me, my definition of an influencer should be somebody who has, utmost respect for themselves, is authentic, is, teaching, learning, just on their own journey, somebody who is motivating people, somebody who is, positive, speaks the truth, tell you how it is, speaks their own story. Like, to me, that's somebody who has a lot of passion behind what they do. That's an influencer. Like, old school, like JFK was, really good in the spotlight. To me, he was a marvelous influencer. Like MLK, I'm hearing the woman on the back of the bus, even though I know her name, but I'm hearing it as the woman on the back of the bus, which is kind of fucked up. And her name's at the tip of my tongue. Like, I know her name, but I'm just not saying it. So I don't know if there's some prejudice here, like, because prejudice, like somebody could be prejudiced. Like, now I notice, like, they're all white. And I was talking about black sitcoms. Or maybe, race doesn't bother you, but it bothers somebody else that you date outside your race, or you have dated outside your race. Like, a lot of Caucasian men, if I'm going to do politically correct. I've run into people like, you dated outside your race, like, as if it was like disgusting. But to me, it had to do with like their own confidence. Like, as if, once you go black, you never go back. Like, that's not true. Once you go black, you can't go back, or something like that. Like, I've always done back and forth, and I've dated a lot of black guys, and I never stayed with them because of their penis. To be quite honest with you, I think the person who had like the bigger penis was Caucasian out of everybody. So yeah, here we go again with the penis message. So, but to me, it's other people's insecurity. Like, they think like somebody's categorizing different ethnicity. You guys all like Rosa Parks. I know who it was, but it was almost like it's not about her name. I'm hearing it as like the woman at the back of the bus. And like the woman that went through the tunnels. I know her name at top of my tip of my tongue too. Like, it's like Harriet, but I don't need to tell you Harriet, like, because I don't know what type of message that is either. So it's like we're all learning something new today, and not necessarily about tarot. It's like it's your perspective. Right? So I don't know if this is like, all right, so now I'm looking at something with a different perspective, which, changes your perception. Again, like somebody here could just be having financial difficulties. But I feel like this is somebody who wants to incorporate you within something, but like also wants to not change your personality, but like change something about you. Like the way you dress. Like maybe they want to like doll you up, or like as if like you'd be more successful or something. Like that's, success doesn't come from like the way you dress. But again, like you can take a bum off a street, and then somebody, extremely wealthy and dresses is all into like fashion, and the bum is just like has on clean clothes. Like which one you're going to pay more attention to, but what are you going to get like pulled to? Or like, so I feel like someone wants to change the way you somewhat present yourself. But like somebody's looking at it as like more classy, as if like you're trashy. But I don't think they think you're trashy, but that's how they're looking at it, like, oh, a little more class. Like, fuck you. Like, here's the thing, like, if that was me, I know how to dress when I'm going out, or if I'm on air, or I'm dressing to impress, or dressing to make myself feel better, or you know what I mean? Like, and then other times, I mean, you guys have known me for 5 years now, and I've been wearing the same sweatshirt, and you guys probably think I never fucking change. But it's just because I'm constantly wearing that sweatshirt. It's my comfort sweatshirt. It's like my house robe. When people come home, you know, they change, they get into the pajamas, or they, you know, you take your scrubs off, you put on house clothes. Like, I always put on my sweatshirt, and it's got holes in it. I don't give a flying fuck. I can still present myself certain ways, and I'm still educated when it comes to certain things. Like, I don't need to change how I dress to suit the public. Like, but again, like, if I'm out in public, I'm dressing, you know, nice. Why am I going to dress up, do makeup, or do all this and sit down and go on YouTube just to talk to you guys? So what? So you guys know I have different clothes to wear? Or like, if anything, if I do that, it's because it suits me. You know what I mean? Like, and I do get dressed every day, but I constantly put my sweatshirt on. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know why this person, like, but if we do this, I think you should, you know, change your wardrobe. But it's somebody who thinks like you should be wearing a fucking blouse or something. Like, you know, back in the day, like you'd have to wear a certain dress for like dinner or company, and you know, if you wore that dress or that color, it was out of style, or you know, a little more cleavage. You know, at some point, it was more like go change. You know, like that's inappropriate. Like, or if you wanted to change your style, it's pulling me to. There's a show I watched on Netflix. It's 3 seasons. It's actually in another language. Um, the queen of Iran, the queen of Istanbul. Maybe that's what it was. But she worked in the clothing store, and then she started making clothing like more provocative. And a lot of the French would buy her stuff because the French would dress provocatively compared to like Istanbul, you know. So the Princess of Istanbul, something, I think it's a Netflix series, but I put it in English. Like, it wasn't subtitles. Like, you can still understand, even like the lip syncing is good. You know what I mean? Like, it's on point. It doesn't throw you off. And I actually just watched another show with an actress, and they were all Asian, and that didn't throw me off either. Tears for the Queen, I think it was. I just got pulled to Budapest. So yeah, I mean, I don't like that vibe. It's like, I just heard CNN news. It's like, it is that vibe, or maybe that's the deck I should use. I think it's this deck with the Magician. Yeah, and the Devil, you got the swatch right there. So there's definitely like somebody like wants to change you. I got offered to do a show. Yep, that's it. Botox CNN. I got offered to do a show a few years back, and it was all about, you know, she'd been watching me for a long time, and all about spirituality and, you know, tarot and how you read. And she was putting things together on where she was going to film it, how many of us there was going to be. And where the production was going to be, how many living there. I think it was like 8 weeks. I was trying to figure out, like, in the beginning, she was trying to figure out, like, if we just film in everybody's house or put everybody in the same house, and it kept changing and it kept changing. And then as I'm like reading through certain things and like this contract and this one, and like it kept changing. But when it was said and done, like, one of her last thing was like, we are going to ask you to say certain stuff. So I don't know if it would purposely cause a problem, but like, that's what changed my mind. I'm like, you want me to say what you guys want me to say? Like, you have a paragraph or something I need to say in one of the shows? Like, fuck that shit. Like, so some of it went from being non-scripted to, all right, we're going to script some things. And it's just like, nope, I'm done. Absolutely not. That's where I drew the line. And I probably would have done it. But that's exactly where I drew the line. And I was like, nope, it's just not a thing. Like, nope, I'm not doing scripted television when it comes to my beliefs. That's like, I'm a Democrat, but you want to turn me into a Republican or, liberal. Like, no, sorry. So basically, like, because I love spirituality, like, I'm passionate about it. It's where I found my passion, things, you know what I mean? So you want me to take my belief and play games or manipulate or twist things with it? No. Nope. Absolutely not. So it's like saying, like, hey, the Today Show, you can go on the Today Show, or you can host, we need a host for the Today Show, but you can't ever talk about your belief or your religion or this and that. But no problem talking about fucking politics and all the other fucking corrupt shit. But you can't talk about things that you're passionate about. So I would be wary here. Or maybe you just have to set this person straight. Like, it's almost like Five of Pentacles, poverty, but it's almost like toxic. Like, you have to abandon that situation. Like, you're on your own now. You know what I mean? Like, you got this. And then you got the Fool, exploration. So careful with I don't even see a contract here, but it could be something that somebody wants to present and have a conversation about. And do be careful signing a contract. Make sure that there's no little clauses in there, like, like stating, how you present yourself, or what, you wear, or what time, where you have to be so many hours before, yada, yada. Like, there's too many conditions here. But somebody sees you in the spotlight. It could just be like coworkers. It could be somewhere you've put a lot of time into. Like, you want, I just heard upgrade with the Emperor. You want like a promotion, or you've been with the company for a long time. And it's one of those things where you're either at the point where you can't really grow any further in the company, in the sense of there is no other positions, or like there is plenty other positions, or maybe you want, a chair on the board, something like that. And people don't want to give it to you because it was about your husband or your wife who had the respect. They don't want you on the board, or they think you don't deserve to now that somebody is gone, or you got a divorce. Like, there's definitely prejudice here. There's definitely, and that is prejudice. It doesn't have to be about race. Everybody looks at being prejudiced in regards to race. Like, no. Prejudice is prejudice. It goes towards almost every aspect in your life. So you might set off on a new quest and being very, logical and determined about something, but it's about your future. How you want to present yourself matters. Because I'm just kind of noticing that's the first one I got pulled to show is reminding me of like the brat doll, and that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, King of Cups. But now you got the Queen of Wands. It's kind of like she's dressed the same, like a brat girl. And everybody else has like on fancy dresses or like just not. I mean, that's more like, that's like in the spotlight, musician, I don't know. Like, it's just not dressed like this and this. And it's not like punk. I'm not trying to categorize something. It doesn't even look like punk to me, but like somebody wants you to dress more your age, but age is just a number, right? So like now they have these things, mom jeans, like all the, you know what I mean? Like my mom would see like a little tear in my jean and she's like, when you gonna like, dress your age? And I'm like, what? Like, why'd you say? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. Just old school, Your shorts are too short. Things like that. Like, dress however the fuck you want to dress at any fucking age. Like, the fuck? So, like, this is about how somebody dresses, too. Like, how you present, like, yourself. Like, you present yourself like that, but it's like, I know you're really that. So why are you doing that? As if somebody knows your personality. Like, I don't like this energy. Like, in regards to like how somebody thinks you should present yourself. Like, the fuck? I just heard go brush your own teeth. So I don't know if somebody brushes somebody else's teeth. I don't know what the fuck that's all about. Or maybe somebody thinks like this is how you feel about them. Like, I don't know. But there is something here about like clothing in the sense of like how you dress. And somebody be like, like a skater girl, skater boy, like categorizing somebody, like in high school, you had the preps, you had the skateboarders, you had the deadheads, like somebody's doing that to somebody like as an adult. Like, they don't like the way you dress. I remember I love dresses in the summer. And like big, even like baggy dresses. And there was one of my favorites. And somebody said to you, like, what are you wearing? Like, it was some type of comment like that. And it's like, what are you talking about? A fucking dress. Like, sorry, it doesn't suit you. But I remember one person's like, oh, they make you look bigger than what you are. Like, who gives a shit? Do you think I care? It's my comfort. It's a flowy dress. I absolutely love it. I have dresses that hug my body as well. But I don't wear that going out. I want to be comfortable. I want to feel the breeze under my dress. Like, I want to somewhat feel naked. I don't want to feel like I have clothes that are sticking to me. And it's not an insecurity of mine. That's just my comfortability. It's my style. Like, I love bohemian dresses and dressing. Like, it's my style. It's my vibe. And I've dealt with people before that, some probably haven't said anything or, but I've had other ones definitely speak up, and it's just like, kind of like, what a rude thing to say. And I don't think he meant like it was insulted, but like it was insulted. Like, how else would you mean it? Like, so is somebody here trying to say something to you in regards to that? You know what I mean? But it's like, hey, I'm not on fucking CNN News, buddy. Like, this is my own show. So somebody kind of wants to change who you are, but it's not your personality. I think somebody is attracted to your personality. But maybe the way you speak, like the format, or like it's how you, like, somebody wants to present you differently, which could even make you like rebel. So I mean, this could be parents with kids, and the parents are arguing like, I don't want her wearing that, those shorts are too short, like her boobs are just budding, you know what I mean? Like maybe she should be wearing a tank top or something tighter underneath, or a sports bra. So this could be the father's opinion in regards to a child, and this child is just kind of like maybe rebelling. It's like a family photo, but it's like, hey, everybody has to have their hair a certain way, or dress a certain way, or you know what I mean? And it's sending somebody almost down a rabbit hole. Like, so there is somebody here who is judgmental, but it's not even about being judgmental. It's more than that. Like, are you really seeing who somebody is? And I don't think this person kind of even realizes it. Like, instead of just being like straightforward, it's kind of like beating around the bush. This isn't like somebody who, it's not like a real boss. It is a boss, if that makes sense. It'd be a boss, but like if I'm imagining like two different people that I've dated in my past, and they're both entrepreneurs, they both have their own business, their companies, they're both very different. One, if they wanted me to dress that way, it's not because they would want to change me. It'd be for a completely different reason. But then you have another one here that it is to kind of like change you. So it suits them. It suits the company. It suits the brand, like, but basically, like, if I'm doing that and I'm the presenter and it doesn't suit me, then it's fake. Does that make sense? And I love to play dress up. Are you kidding me? Absolutely love it. I love putting heels on, dresses. I love events, like a nice blouse, a pin skirt, like and slits in the back. Like, I love stuff like that. And I have beautiful blouses. It just depends on the occasion, So, but a majority of the time, if I'm out and about, it's more of like a bohemian vibe. If I'm at like a wedding or something else, it's obviously it's more fancy. It's more, but I again, like, I love to dress up like that too. You know what I mean? So it's somebody here does, like, there is something here, like if you were in the spotlight of this is work, like, and you'd have like a dress code, and you're just making the dress code, but you have other people bitching about your dress code, even though like somebody can't say something because you're still kind of upholding the dress code, but other coworkers aren't really, you're not meshing with the other coworkers, and it's almost like somebody could be secluding you here, and it's just like, it's such bullshit, whatever's happening here. So to me, like, this is like, I think this Eight of Cups is your own quest here in regards to using your logic with the King of Swords, like, but there's something here also telling me, like, for some of you, you don't have to take this opportunity, and others of you, it's be patient with something, because you could maybe compromise because it's not really intentional, but you have such strong beliefs in who you are. Like, if somebody tells you you should be wearing this versus that, I mean, that's just going to be an instant, like, that's going to be a red flag to you. That's not going to, it's going to be insultive. It's going to be, you know what I mean? And some of you, I don't necessarily think this person is trying to be insultive. it's just their way, which is, control, superiority. Like, fuck that shit. Like, somebody wants to feel superior. They want you to feel more like superior dressed this way. Like, that's not going to change the way you feel because you look a little more elegant. So just be careful here, because your thoughts and their thoughts in regards to something are different. And again, some of you, I do think you can compromise with whatever that is, but others of you, it's just, I'm getting like the destruction card. Like, it would just not crush you, but it would, it's destructive energy, and no one wants to really work with destructive energy unless we're put in that position to do that, but I feel like this is something more where it's how you dress, it's how you present yourself, it's, you have that self-worth, you are admired, but like, somebody still wants to tweak you. Like, I remember my dad used to watch my YouTube. He's like, holy shit, Court, you have, like, here's destruction. Holy shit, Court, like, you say the F word a lot, you swear a lot. And I'm just like, sometimes I don't even realize it, but like, I grew up with swears. My kids grew up with swears. If they ever told me to fuck off, I'd probably smack them. But they've never used any swear towards anybody in a derogatory or negative way. And that's because I didn't make it a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, it's just in my normal conversations, I think every day you wouldn't find too many videos with me not saying like, fuck that shit, or whatever the case may be. Like, maybe that's a thing that somebody thinks, like, you can't swear. And it's like, okay, now I have to think about not swearing. If I have to think about not swearing, then my brain is focused on something else, and I can't actually give you 100% of me if I'm focused on not swearing. Like, if I was to ever go on like a Today Show or the news, like, I'd have to like really be like careful there, Court. They'd have to probably bleep me, but like, I'd be better off on like the Tonight Show, Jay Leno, like that type of stuff, where not a big deal if they got a bleep, So like, it's like a day and night. Like, it's the difference is day and night. Day and night. Like, you're more of a Tonight Show type gal, and this person wants you to be a Today Show type gal. So I think I don't know where you stand here. I think you are going to just kind of like really consider something here, in the sense of, we're just not going to mesh. It doesn't make sense to go into some type of partnership, or you're just going to have to tell this person, like, when it comes to like who you are, like, that's important to you. You're not going to change that. That's why you like who I am. That's why you want to go into business with me. It only suits this person to change you. But to be honest with you, it would be changing who you are. And then the show or whatever this is would fail. So that needs to click for somebody who kind of possibly wants to go into business with you. What is this whole dress thing? Like, I feel like it's like a dress code. New direction, abandon, observer. So this could be like a headhunter watching you, or this could be somebody you already know. Deception summer, somebody you already know. This, and like I said, this could be your own quest here. Like, you're going in a new direction, and you might abandon a situation. You're going to be devoted to who you are. And, so like this does bring grief. It could be something you abandon because, all of a sudden you like the company you work for, and then all of a sudden there's a stupid dress code, and then people get cliquey and things just change. And it's almost like when somebody comes in to a company and looks at everything from like head to toe and makes adjustments and fires people, and you don't need this section, you don't need this department, yada yada. And you're just like, you could have new owners, and you're disappointed, and you just, I mean, work dress code's not so bad. I wouldn't think people would leave their job over that, but it'd be more about like the cliquey. It'd be more about, how they want you to like present yourself. Say you call people, and you used to just like call people, and now it's like they want you to, word for word, but I did say something about compromising here. But you do inspire somebody, to kind of be like that rebel. But they're also struggling with it. What would my family think? What would my friends think? Like, I don't even think you'd even consider being with anybody like that. I don't think you saw that with somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't see that somebody was that nitpicky. So this must be somebody from your past, and this energy is coming back around. But again, I do feel for some of you, it is about compromising. And it might not be as bad as you think. But to me, you definitely are about to take something very personally. But again, I don't think you need to just be like, fuck you, I'm out. I think like it is something you can talk about. Like somebody might have a hard time that, you're spiritual and they're Christian, a Catholic, whatever they are, you know what I mean? And it's it's not to you to convince somebody that like you can be with somebody who has two different religions. It's not, you can't convince somebody like, so you could be dealing with somebody who's older too. And it's like they're already conditioned when it comes to their beliefs. So I think you're dealing with somebody who's well respected, to be honest with you, too. And as whoever this masculine energy is, like in the community work wise, when it comes to business, somebody could be very well respected. But like, there's just something where they can't change who you are unless there's a contract here. And there might not even be a work contract. This could just be somebody who's having a tough time, and there's some type of like rejection, but you stood in your morals. So now there's a new opportunity. So like, say you reached out to somebody and you wanted to attempt something or work something out, or somebody to like be a little more flexible, or you know what I mean. But like, there's a lesson here for you too when it comes to this person, because this person is more about this. It could have been more about like they want to see you in lingerie in the bedroom, and instead of like, it's not like, okay, I'm not looking for a commitment, but I am looking for some type of consistency here. You know what I mean? So to me, it's like you've been patient, you are patient. Like now it's just like a logical decision. Like somebody here really doesn't suit you. But maybe you think they do. Like, all right, I can try, because that's what we do. We don't want to judge circumstances, but like maybe this is something you need to judge. Like, I don't think somebody suits you. Maybe you thought they suited your lifestyle, but like you have very different lifestyles. Even if you're both, go-getters, you make a lot of money, entrepreneurs, it's like, it doesn't like, you're both different. You both make money different ways, like the same way, but different ways. You know what I mean? Like, it's more about logic for somebody else, and for you, it's more about authenticity and the truth and just doing it. there's not much logic. You may have a lot of wisdom, but like you don't take a logical approach. I mean, you can, but like it's a different type of logic, so I don't know how to explain it. I'm sure some of you guys get what I'm saying. You're more about like teaching and putting stuff out there, being the right type of like role model. You know, why somebody else is more worried about like how they make money, their interest, bank account, what's it going to look like in 10 years. You know what I mean? Like it's just, it's two completely different ways of doing business. Like right now, I'm telling you, if I was to make a shit ton of money, I would have an accountant. Like I wouldn't even handle it. I'd be on top of it, but I wouldn't want to handle it. Like I'd rather just kind of do my thing and you know, pay somebody like a child or somebody I really trusted to, you know, manage the financial side of things, because I don't want to be doing both. But that's me. You know what I mean? Obviously I'd stay on top of it. It wouldn't be like I wouldn't know what I have in the account or what it's going out to. Like I'm responsible, like in that sense, like of knowing. It's not about being careless, you know, it's just you're looking at something completely different. You know, like you'll go on a vacation, say you just saved 10 grand and all right, you're going to go on a vacation. You know, somebody else would be like, that could have went towards something else. What if something happens in the house? What if you needed a new car? What if, you know what I mean? And it's like, that's not your brain thinking. Like, I'm sure you're responsible enough to be like, all right, I'm not going to spend the whole, 10 grand. I'm going to travel as cheap as I can and still enjoy myself. Doesn't have to be like luxury hotels. You just want the experience. You want the vibe. You want the atmosphere. You want the water. You want the good times. So like somebody else's good time would be like spoiling you and getting like the best suit in the hotel and, people to cater for you. And it's like, I'll get my own water, thank you. Like, there's nothing about that that's like impressive. Like, if it's a certain vacation, like it's sweet and you deserve that once in a while. But like, this reminds me of like somebody who would probably have a butler. I guarantee they probably have somebody coming in, 2 times a week and cleans their house and does their laundry. Guarantee it. For some people here. They may cook and, be able to do all and dress themselves, but and if they clean, great. Maybe if they're doing their own shit, it's probably because they have OCD and they think nobody else would do it as good as them. But like, this is somebody who would like rent a penthouse and, have somebody design the place for them. Yep, I like that. I like that. I like that. Yep, that works. That's fine. You, on the other hand, would be completely more hands-on. So just because you guys are different does not mean it won't work, because I do think for some of you guys, you should be compromising with something. But you need to be fully aware of like what their perception of something is, like their idea, what they see, their vision. You need to be highly aware of that and, put in certain clauses and, that you need to tweak some type of contract if there's a contract involved. And it could just be a contract without paper, guys. It doesn't have to be like, unless it's an actual business exchange partnership, you know what I mean? Working together. But be careful, because if you're a host and you do a majority of the work, you should get a majority of the pay. And some people look at it as being like 50-50, what's fair is fair. But like, I think you're doing all the work. So I think it should be more 25-75, to be quite honest. Maybe certain projects and other endeavors could be more like 50-50. I guess it just depends on what this other person is doing. If this is just somebody who is managing your money, why would you do 50-50? That's stupid. And I hate to be so blunt, but it's true. Like, What are they doing? How much work are they actually doing as an assistant or as, you know, a partnership? Like, this is somebody who feels entitled to make half and half. And others of you, it's not. There's somebody here that's, maybe 70-30. Or this could just be somebody who, like a hedgehog fund. This could be somebody just offering you, cutting a check, but like you have to pay them back with interest. But I don't even know if you need it, to be quite honest with you. I don't think you need it. If you do, it looks like it's coming your way, or you're going to find somebody. But like, you need to put your logic behind something here, because I feel like there's something like someone's not saying, but like, or they're like beating around the bush, or like, and it's like, you want complete clarity before you go to sign anything, or, you know what I mean? Like, you actually want to know what other businesses do they have? What other kind of money are they putting things into? Real estate, businesses, restaurants, who are they in business with? You know what I mean? Like, that stuff's important to you to know too. Because I feel like you know this person. And others of you, you don't. It could be new. Like I said, you could have a headhunter watching you. And this might actually be the perfect match for you in all reality. But maybe you don't know this person, you don't know this company. You know what I mean? Like, you're just looking at it as like, this is what you think, your perspective is what you know what I mean? But this might be the perfect person to actually go into business with. You could be a YouTuber and you're going into business with, marketing something, promoting something on your page. That's a little different, but if that's the case, maybe you want to mesh with what it is you're promoting, and it's not just money. Because a lot of times we can just have like the ads and we don't pick them, and it's probably based on AI and what you listen to, what things like that, or what they want to promote. You know what I mean? But like, you don't want to work for a company who's prejudiced and they only want Caucasian people to wear their stuff, and not Asians or African Americans or different things like that. Like, you do want to be careful, because if something hits the news and you're linked to it, like, you got to think outside the box here. But for some of you, you could be thinking too much outside the box. And this is like the dilemma for some of you guys, this person. And if this isn't like business, it is about somebody else and their business and financial like status. Like, this is somebody who wants you, like, maybe they're a playgirl, maybe they're a playboy. It's somebody who doesn't want to, settle down, but they'll give you, it's almost like you get a tiny commitment, but it's not a commitment. You're gonna commit to one night, like, so I don't quite know what this is, but it's like, hey, well, have fun with the Queen of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. Like, I'll treat you to dinner. I'll treat you for the night, as if like it's impressive, but like, it don't impress me much. Like, their money doesn't impress you. You're not money hungry. Some people could say like the Queen of Wands is very materialistic, but like, to me, they just, they like luxury things. Sometimes it's more quality than quantity. It's maybe somebody's looking at you as like high maintenance, but you're not high maintenance. Or somebody looks at you as like needy, but you're not needy, you're wanty. I came across that the other day. It was the cutest little meme, and I was actually going to post it on Facebook. Let me pull it up for you. Yeah, right here. It was last night. I'm not needy, I'm wanty. You just go after like what you want, things like that. Like maybe somebody thinks you're needy, but like like high maintenance, and like that's not who you are. You know what I mean? Like, so you are dealing with somebody who's more conventional, and you're more like a rock, whatever the fuck I want to rock. And others of you, like, this is how you're projecting, like, and again, you might just like go your own way here, but like there is something here that tells me like there's a businessman or something. You got the Emperor, the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Swords is all about logic here. The Hierophant. I gotta let Max in. But there is something here too, like you guys have different beliefs. So I don't know. Maybe one was raised with a silver spoon and the other one wasn't. Hi guys. Hi. Hi. Hi, good. Good. Yeah, hi. I think they want to go outside. They've been getting ready to like fly, which is making me nervous because their beaks aren't even strong enough to peck the grass yet. So you gotta be very careful with them. I love that their instincts are like set me free. So again, like two different thought processes here, like, so again, you could just be more worried, or somebody else is more worried about how other people are going to think about you. Like maybe this is somebody in the public eye, and they, they do events and they do some stuff, and it's like they're more like tennis matches, golf matches, like things like that, and you're more like not that person, but there's nothing wrong with that person, you know what I mean? But like two different families, like if someone, how royalty couldn't marry, certain, people that didn't have some type of statute of limitations. That came through the other day too. So there could be a lawyer here. Exact definition of statute of limitations. I don't even know if I can get like a length of time in which civil or criminal case can be brought to legal process after the statute of limitation has passed. The parties' dispute can no longer be taken. So maybe you didn't take action. Maybe you didn't take action with something, and then, somebody you were dealing with, like, knows when it stops. So they were very kosher with you. So you didn't take somebody back to court. They're waiting for the statute of limitations to pass. That came through yesterday too, but I didn't see anything in regards to it. And I kind of might see it a little bit more, that I could see like this could be a lawyer. That could be a judge. So be careful, because it's like somebody is acting like all sweet and shit just until that statute of limitations, just until that deadline. So it's almost the same message. Like, look at the contract for like clauses. Like there is something here that is kind of deceptive. The Seven of Swords is here with the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. Like, careful where you invest. Like, careful, ordering something from another country. Like, you'll get it overnight, pay an extra $20. Like, it's not a thing. You'll get it in 6 weeks. You know what I mean? But this is obviously much more of a big deal. So I was pulled to Martin, and I didn't know, Tisha, was that her name? But I didn't know she actually filed a lawsuit against him for sexual assault or harassment. And that's why the show actually canceled. You know, but there is a statute of limitations. Sometimes it's a year. Sometimes if it's a civil suit, you know, you have, 6 weeks, 4 weeks. If it's, something major, you have more time. So maybe someone's trying to convince you, like, you'll never win. You never win this lawsuit. You never. Yes, on my way. Sorry. Well, I didn't do any work, so just hold on to it. Yeah. Maximus coming in, fucking up my cats. You can go your own way. I don't know if somebody is just trying. It looks like somebody's trying to play nice right now. Like worried about their money, worried about a fire sign. Worried, like, some people like stay married. Financial reasons, but it's like, yeah, you can see who you want. They live separate lives, But it boils down to like money. It boils down to like, it's always karmic, but like it does boil down to things like that. And, this person's more like, I'm going to actually keep a distance and behave because I think somebody is going to betray me or backstab me. So like someone's playing fake here. It's unfortunate, but that's what's happening for some of you as well. And it's like somebody could be like, you don't even know what's going on. It's not like that. You're not an idiot. If you're spiritual, you're not a fucking idiot. If you play games with somebody, you know what they're doing. You're playing back. Like you give somebody the taste of their own medicine and they don't like that. They don't like that challenge. They like to have a little bit of control. But here's the thing. You meet the right one, and if somebody who thinks outside the box, they can control in different ways because you might like that type of dominance. You know what I mean? But like, and it's not, I'm not even saying in the bedroom, like just, there's certain things like the way you handle your bank account is sexy. Like it's the way, you know what I mean? So it's just, birdies are like, I hear you. It's almost like someone doesn't want you to know what's going on, but somebody is being cautious right now about what they do, or like will you turn the lights on for me, please? Like, I didn't realize that he was sleeping. Their whereabouts. I don't really want to step in his. My God, you made me do crazy shit. I don't want to go in this. I'm not making you do crazy shit. I don't want to go in this. I know, it's not crazy. It's a little crazy. A little crazy? I don't even know. So that might be a message for you guys. It's not that crazy. Right, it's not that crazy. I don't think one of the light bulbs are working. They're not. I only have one light bulb in the dual one. Okay. You can crack open a new can of baby food if you want. Where? I know I gotta go to the store so I can get cat food because Max isn't liking what I have. Oh, did I go through the last one? I know, but they go through one a day. Really? Yeah, they're expensive little fuckers. I'll make you some cereal. What? I'll make you some cereal for them. Good morning. Put enough soup on you, you're dressed and ready for work. Okay. Yeah, baby food over here. I think, I don't know if it's opened or not. It is. Then if it's open, it needs to get thrown away. Well, it's closed. Well, it's not brand new. No, I didn't give them any this morning. I gave them the rest of their crickets, so I'll have to throw it away. Are you sure it's been opened? Oh, needs to be thrown away. So for some reason, there could be a lawsuit going on here. And somebody's lying about their money or like a offshore bank account or, you know, how much when it comes to stocks. Like there's something definitely going on here, like money laundering. Like to me, somebody is praying that they don't get caught. Tower's at the bottom of the deck. So I don't know what's going on with you and this person, but they're definitely hiding something. And I think it comes down to somebody's, you know, like confidence. Like somebody carries themselves well, but deep down there's lies happening here. What's going on with this Hierophant? Oh, I was looking at the Emperor. What's going on with the Emperor? Ten of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, which is right here, like material gain. But this is like Ten of Swords, like destructive energy. So like they just want to gain here. You know, like it's almost like I said, they're hiding something. But there could be a positive gain here after something is not working, but there's definitely, tell me about this Hierophant. There's definitely something going on here that I don't know if it's shady, but it's something. Ace of Air, Nine of Cups. So this is happy communication. Something's off. It's like somebody acts like nothing's going on in their life and it's crumbling, but they put on like a show. No, it's all good. Happy relationship, great communication. We're great, And it's like, no, it's destructive. It's like only being within a company for material gain, financial gain, but like you're not happy. And this is where, like, where's your morals? Like, this, to me, this is like fake, but like this, it could be positive, but like you got 3 nines here, which is positive, but like there needs to be action. What is this 10 of Pentacles? It could just be legacy, it could be family, it could be ancestors. Everybody's different. Each child here looks different. One's holding a raccoon. They all have different color hair. You got the 3 of Swords, grief, but this is like somebody shooting up here. So it can be like an addiction. It can be with money. What else is this 10 of Pentacles? It could be a family situation, like something long term. You got 2 tens, Ace of Cups. And then the Page of Cups, which is right here. So it is like an opportunity for happiness after some type of grief, but like this person does have to step into their morals here. But I don't see him doing that. It's just like a judge who sits in their chair, like, but at least a judge, they got the gavel and they make decisions. So somebody here could have an addiction. It could just be, addicted to work, addicted to money, addicted to, other things besides personal pleasure. Like their personal pleasure is just kind of like here and there. And you got the Queen of Wands with Hierophant. Or this could have been an energy you were dealing with, some type of energy like this, and treated you like that versus and judgment with the Hierophant. So there is judgment here, like the way somebody is like looking at themselves in the mirror now. Like hopefully there's a lesson learned here, that taught them that there's more to life than just finances and work and just, non-committing and letting people be who they are without judging, even when it comes to like family. So like there was a big lesson here. What's this 7 of Swords? There's a big.
Just, like, stop eating, so.
What, babe?
Just stop eating.
Okay.
Max is sitting on the chair right here next to Kessel. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna leave
Love
at like 9:40.
Huh?
Leave at like 9:40, like 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love you. The 3 of Cups, so it could have been, 3 is a crowd. 10 of Wands, which is over here. It was heavy, like in the Tower. Like, yeah. So like, I don't know if somebody got caught. You have adjustment right here with the 8 of Swords, like somebody that was all up in their head. But this, whatever is going down, like, it's like a tower for them. Like, but to me, so somebody doesn't want the tower to crash. They just want, like, almost like Max is trying to use something, like the basics. Like, I don't know. This is kind of tough to explain. To me, it's not like, Like this energy is caught up to somebody. And it could have been energy you were dealing with, and it finally is catching up to you, and you're like, you know what? Like, I'm going to stand in my morals and I'm going to do what's right for me. And I am going to judge a situation, and I am going to go after what it is I want because I want it. You know, that's more like your attitude or somebody else's attitude. Like, well, I don't know if I really want to go after that because other people might not, you know, approve. That you do make an energy happy though. Maybe somebody doesn't want to commit. But like, I don't see energy here of like you wanting commitment. I would think just, you know, common sense, you'd probably want common courtesy and mutual respect and some type of consistency. But like, it feels like someone like dangled a carrot in front of your face, or maybe they were with like a gold digger and somebody had to be taught a lesson. You know, the more money you make, the more you got to give out, especially when the kids are young and get a divorce. I know a couple people like that, and I feel bad, like still paying alimony and that type of shit. And, you know, because they're a stay at home mom, and, you know, people who make a lot of money, I mean, they could be dishing out up to 10 grand a month. And that was their lesson, you know. Some people think, oh, it's not like that. He's not like that. She's not like that. Well, now that, you know, there's a divorce or something coming into play here, like, yeah, that person is like that. Like, so, like, this feels like this already happened, but this is like still happening. So it's like this Hierophant, these morals, like this is, you know, the Ace of Air, some type of communication, some I'm getting reconciliation too, but it's like the Nine of Cups, happiness. You know, but this is grief. There was a lot of love, but like there's a lot of love for something else right now too. But like finances come first, or family comes first. But like it's also telling me there's some type of an addiction. And again, it doesn't have to be a drug addiction or sex addiction or food addiction. Like this could be somebody who just work. You know, like I just, you know, I got a 20-year plan, I got a 5-year plan, I got a 7-year plan until I can retire, I can do this, you know, like, and I want to get as much money as I can. So for the next, you know, 10 years, you're dealing with somebody who is all about work and no play, or play when they want to play. But it's more work, and I don't see a balance here. Like, you're not going to get the King of Wands. You're getting the Emperor, that's Aries, but this is a more authoritative, controlling, you know, like responsible, yeah, but with the Knight of Pence and the Hierophant, like, and the King of Swords, like, yeah, they may love you, they may care about you, but like, you'd be looking for a different type of fire element in somebody. Unless this is the energy like you're attracted to. Maybe this is a lawyer. Maybe, you know, somebody in the government that's got a prestigious job. Like I don't know, you know. But you guys are very different. Like the way you would balance your checkbook would be different. Like the way you would, you know, make your bed would be different. The way you would fold a towel would be different, you know. Love you. So somebody's really hoping like something will go their way, but to me, there's too much logic here. Nine of Swords. This is like torture or cruelty, but it's like successful, so it could be ego. But like this, like I said, like this is like somebody who wants to kind of like not tear you apart or tear you down, but like they want to dissect you. Like it's almost like every inch of like they want to change you, or they want to change themselves. But it is the Nine of Swords, with the Six of Pentacles. So with the Six of Wands. So sorry, Six of Pentacles. But this is stressing somebody out. Maybe this is, somebody, is self-conscious here. Like maybe they have scars on their face. Like, so this person like hides behind work. That's where they feel successful. Somebody doesn't feel successful in other areas of their life. But that's because they're only focused on one area of their life. Like, that's a lesson there too. You got to find the balance. So somebody here is struggling on how to find the balance. And it could be you guys. It could be us. Maybe this is somebody who comes back around the corner, but like it didn't work out before. And you're like, well, why would it work out now? Things are going good in my life, this and that. Like, if I bring this into my life, will it benefit me? Because you got to use logic here with the decision you make. Because I feel like some of you are the Queen of Swords over here, the King of Swords. Like, you need to be logical about your happiness and where you spend your time and how how you present yourself. Like, there could be an addiction here that you're not aware of. It could, it could be pills, it could be cutting, it could be drugs. There is an addiction. There's something within the family too. It's like a family secret. Like this Ace of Water, it looks like a new opportunity when it comes to like happiness, but like that's only because they something more money. Daughter of air. You could have a daughter here, an air sign, and there's something about them, and you got the Eight of Cups. So this is all about like making some type of an adjustment here versus, sorrow. And then you got the Eight of Wands, some type of communication, Son of Air. So again, this could be in regards to children, and they need to have more respect for their bodies. Why do you let them dress like that? Or why, why? Because I feel like there's something here in regards to something that has been a long term relationship. But this speaks of finances, but I'm getting pulled to like family and children. But it's all about money. Like, maybe somebody is the bread maker and it makes them feel like they're the man of the house or the woman of the house, or maybe the woman makes more and the guy feels insecure because he should be the man of the house. Like, I don't know what's going on here, but like there is something going on here with family and children. I feel like somebody had to step away and disappear because there was a lawsuit. Or there's a private detective. Could have just been like depression and going through something. But like, this is Nine of Pentacles, because this one talks about rewards. But to me, like, this is like morals here too. The universe, you got the world. So something ending and something new and repetition. So like, this is like, you gotta stop it. But this is the Ten of Cups too. But like, nobody's in the family photo. Like here, there's like 5 people, 4 children, lots of children. Here, it's like nothing. So like, it's over. Like, you could have had a family, and again, like, this is like a divorce. Others of you, this Ten of Cups is happiness because something is over now, and now you can, create a new life. You don't forget about your old life. You definitely partake if there's children involved, but like, this is a chance for you to step into like true happiness. And you got the Two of Cups here. Holy shit, with the High Priestess. Somebody could be a tarot reader, and that's where the religious factors come in. But this actually looks, really positive, as if you wipe the slate clean. Like, this looks like a new chapter of somebody's life, like a major chapter in somebody's life, like a dark night of the soul. Major events, somebody in the family dies, or there's a divorce, or like major events, catastrophic things that happen in the world. You know what I mean? Like, that shift people's perception. So somebody is seeing something different here about somebody, whether it's you or them. Maybe there's distance between you two. You got the Devil. It could be fear. Is it a bug? Fear about the unknown, because this is like your ships are here, but it's like being like bored or having to step out of something, like some type of poverty. But this is all about your stability. Four of Pentacles. So you might want to hold back, or this energy is holding back. And again, it could be because there's an addiction here. You separated somebody from an addiction, but like maybe you thought like this person would come back around and you guys could create something, but like that actually didn't happen. But the opportunity is here for like you or them. And then you got the Hermit, soul searching, and then the two fires. Two of Wands going in a new direction. So again, like the opportunity is here to go on a new journey, a new quest. And this could be somebody that's presenting something to you. Daughter of Fire. A lot of pages here, and then the Ace of Fire. So, but sometimes we come in as messengers when we start something new. I mean, you have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Fire. Maybe you want the Ace of Pence. Ace of Pence is some type of stability within a situation. I don't think there is stability here. You think there would be, but it's very unstable energy. Chariot with the King of Swords, moving forward. But you have deception here with the Seven of Swords. So somebody could have already lied or is about to lie, and they're going to get caught up, and the Tower kicks in. And the Tower here is not gentle. It's definitely a firm consequence because of somebody's actions. So, like I said, like you do have to be careful about moving forward in a situation here, because to me, this isn't self-sabotage. Conflict, jealousy. There's that Ace of Coin. You have every fucking ace on the board, guys. But like holding back too. So somebody's lying about their own mental stability, emotional stability, financial stability, family support. Like there's lies surrounding money right now. And so I think like somebody's struggling and they don't want you to know. Maybe at one point they had an empire and everything fell apart, and it fell apart because this is the consequences of something, especially you trying to hide money in a divorce or, a business doing, like you do things like that, like, and you get caught, you're fucked. Like what's fair is fair. And somebody did not do the fair thing. They were more worried about their money and having to like give out a certain amount. So it's like they pushed aside everything in their life, or they're currently pushing aside everything in their life, until, this chaos is kind of under control. But somebody has to find balance when it comes to emotions. And this person emotionally didn't is choosing not to find balance. They're choosing finances. It's not even about the family. It's about the fucking finances. I mean, there's other shit going on within the family too, obviously, but so somebody here is there's consequences for their actions. Max is at my feet again. Last 2 readings now. He's at my feet exactly where he would be on the table, you know? So there is some type of protection here as well. So if you're wondering why like this didn't work out with somebody, like, well, this is why. There's, you know, maybe you didn't have the opportunity to make a judgment call because, you know, they made the judgment call. But that type of energy always comes back around, and at that point, you're going to have to make a judgment call. I mean, you might, I'm still getting like the whole compromise thing. So I don't know if it's between 2 other people, you know, if this is work, but this is somebody who is soul searching and does want to go in a good direction and, you know, stabilize something. Maybe this is somebody who wants to admit their lies and their faults. I don't know. Like, this could be somebody be like, I'm only human, but like, that's an excuse. Like, you're not looking for a fucking excuse here. You're looking for accountability. So if this is business, do be careful getting into business, because this person, their main priority is their finances. Maybe they were taught at a young age, you know, it's all about, you know, being the breadwinner, making money. Like, that's your stability. Like, they weren't taught that love and care and receptivity. Like, they weren't taught that that was just important. They were taught to just go make money. You got to be stable. You got to be able to support yourself. You got to choose something where you know you can make money. You're good at it. You know, like, that's how that, like, this family, this person was raised, you know. So this is kind of like learning the hard way. Yeah, they probably had a lot of love for their family in a situation, but like, this is somebody who very much wants something to go their way. I don't think they would like shun family members, but they would talk shit if they didn't kind of like understand, or, you know, like, they think their morals are right, their beliefs are right, you know, and the children are wrong. Like, there's conditioning here. There's obviously family situations going on here, guys, obviously. But like, this could also be like, to me, this is a clean slate. And this isn't with money. This is now about love, family, meshing family, working with family, loving family, incorporating family, accepting who they are, working on that. Apologies if apologies needed to be happen. Like, there's only gain here by connecting with somebody, and then everything else kind of falls into place. And I think spirit played a part, or you played a part as a catalyst. And others of you like this, because this, what's underneath is what's going on, and what's on the board is kind of like what's already happened. Also, for opportunities to make something happen, you know? So it's like somebody had to go through the ringer, but like, there's still like a tower that needs to like happen. Yeah. 5 of Cups, disappointment, sorrow, the Emperor energy, the Father of King of Fire. Fighting for what it is they want to go after. Are you fighting for what it is you want to go after this shit show? person needs strength, mother, fire, court couple, victory at the bottom of the deck. So this is what already happened, but it's also what can happen. So like there should be some type of compromise here. And I don't know if it's between two different people. I mean, you're definitely here. So I don't know if like somebody wants a second opportunity or you have another opportunity or this is what's going on in somebody's life. And I didn't even see any cards of like rejection. But something is going on here. Obviously. I got the goosebumps, but it's almost like Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. What's our best advice when it comes to the Star? What's our best advice when it comes to the Star, please? Yeah, I had to clear that deck. Something happened over the winter, and now it's coming back around. And that's not the first time that this message has come out. And you got answers no at the bottom of the deck. I got patience down here, Dark Night of the Soul. So there had to have been some type of rejection or something that went down here over the winter. And now, you know, this energy is kind of hoping that maybe somebody can fix the situation or hoping that somebody is willing to hear them out or just kind of hoping something pans out. Be very careful that somebody just doesn't want to be with you because of money. And you don't even have to be extremely wealthy. This could just be somebody who takes advantage of a situation. Yeah, come over and hang out. We can smoke. But you're going to buy dinner. You know, things like that. Like, I'm going to sleep at your place only because they don't have another place to sleep at and they're bored. Like, it's almost like somebody using you. So I don't know if that message is, you know, it's already happened. But be careful. Like, sometimes, you know, leopards don't lose their stripes. Whatever that saying is. So there's definitely family conditioning here. What's our best advice? So you might want to take an opportunity with something. What's our best advice when it comes to this Hierophant? I think, you know, definitely stand strong. Yeah, twin flame, it definitely has to do with somebody and, again, an offer. So, again, you got some type of offer coming around. You can assume that maybe you think it's your twin or it's just a very strong energy. So, again, like, all these opportunities are here. Is somebody going to take them? Are you going to take an opportunity? Because what's the best advice for the Eight of Cups? Yeah, there's something with your vibration. Like, if you're not meshing with somebody, like, check vibration check. But again, it could just be fear of whatever this is in regards to this person. You might put up some type of boundary. So fear could have stopped an opportunity here, like a recent opportunity. But that could have been a good decision on your end because it wasn't. This is almost like protection. It's almost like protecting yourself. So it could even be like self-sabotage. But I feel like I feel like I feel like there's an opportunity that's coming and there is some self-sabotage here, but like it's protection. in regards to your energy. It's almost like you just kind of wanted to have fun, but you wanted something out of it too. It's almost like I don't want a relationship, but you want potential. Or it's you don't want potential, but you want consistency. You know what I mean? Like, but somebody is like, I can only play when I can play. You know, like this is somebody that wouldn't want to be in a commitment. I don't even think they would want to date. You know what I mean? It's when it's kind of like convenient for them. And I think you kind of know that. I do feel like you put up a barrier here or like some type of like stipulation. Maybe you made something sound like a business contract. I've done that before too. You know what I mean? Out of fear. Protection. So that best advice could be letting your guard down. Because I feel like you put your guard up. But I could be wrong. Best advice was 8 of Cups. This could be saying like it's just not going to work out. No big deal. Move on. Manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want. Distance. There may be distance between you and somebody. Emotionally. Caution. Find out more before you overwork yourself. So this is more like not wanting an opportunity, but you will be traveling soon. So to me, like, you are going to find like a 10 of Cups in a situation. It's just something right now is like going down, and you need to be patient. Like not with another person necessarily. With your own life. With what's this best advice for the 7 of Swords? Because it's like a lesson here. Yeah, you definitely want some type of change when it comes to something. Recognition. Yeah, again, like could somebody just be kind of lying to themselves? Yeah, but now they're going to be sitting with regret. I don't think you're sitting with regret. You might have 2 different men here. This came in last night's read in members. You do have a lot of energy. You do have the Knight. You have the King of Cups. You have the Emperor. You have the King of Swords. I didn't even like factor that in. But this feels like self-sabotage too. And it could be lack of confidence here, but it's like there's still 4 fucking opportunities here to make something right or go in a new direction or feel a certain way. Best advice for this King of Swords. You got deception down here. So again, best advice for the King of Swords. This is where you had deception down here too. Grief. So I think it's linked to this person right here. You know, yeah, this energy feels stuck even when it comes to communication. Lying about something. This is almost like somebody's content in this energy, or they act like they're content in this energy. Best advice when it comes to this King of Cups. Union. Fear. So this could be your own fear because there's like pause and hesitation, but there's that contemplation, family, union, metamorphosis, destruction, abandonment. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely telling somebody's story from like here and now, but like all I see is these, you know, beautiful opportunities. So I don't know how this is going to play out for everybody, but I do think if I'm going to give you any message, I do think your main message should be to possibly compromise. Yeah, contemplation, like really think something through here. But I think it's already said and done. You know, spring and release, like I said, it's already something released. So I do think something's going to come back around. What's the best advice for this Queen of Wands? I don't know if I did her yet. Somebody's returning. Something's returning. Person, place, thing, a thought. somebody that you're not separated with, or this is, separation. Then you got soulmate and recognition. There was a twin flame over here too. So there is a couple different men here. And I do think it's people from your past. And I don't know if it's just thoughts of them. They're thinking about you. But this is somebody that you're not talking to anymore. You separated from. You created some type of distance. I don't think this is the energy where you put a barrier up. I think if this energy comes back around with an offer, then you might put a barrier up. But I think you put a barrier up towards somebody else, to be quite honest. So do be wary, because you do have that energy of, somebody else coming in and lying. Do you really want that energy? Like, because I think right here, this is where you don't want to compromise. A day later, dollar short. I don't know. You do have two different people here. And this could just be somebody regretting the damn past. It's just the energy we're in. You've already met this romantic partner. This could be the one. Finances and career. Yeah, see, somebody definitely put finances first, and it's still happening. So stay optimistic. So this could have been something with like a rejection. There's chemistry, but it was a rejection. I think this is somebody where you thought it could be the one. But like, this person's always going to put their finances first. Like, this person doesn't really know how to prioritize things. So to me, with you staying optimistic here, it's, positive thinking will bring you what you want. Like, I think you're dealing with two emperors, two entrepreneurs. Like, it's their life lesson. And it's, it's funny, I've said this to you, but for my newbies, like, the people I've dated after my divorce, majority of them, 90% of them, extremely wealthy, made really good money, but they always put work first. So I feel like I was always the catalyst to kind of be like, yeah, I know you really got to find that balance, like, and there's nothing attractive to me about money. Unless somebody has like all the qualities and they found that balance and they've gone through some major life lessons, and then it's like, all right, let's have fun. Let's see if this can work. But this is kind of telling me somebody's still going to prioritize money, and, they feel like they lost money. Say they did get a divorce. This is somebody that feels like they got to make that money up. You know what I mean? Like, so you'd be dealing with somebody who their main focus is still money, 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 money. So just know that there is somebody else. There is something else aligning here for you. I don't think you should be dealing with this person. Dear Lord. 5 messages. Why do people do that? Okay, and that sucks. I'll meet you upstairs. And there might be one. You might just want to grab a Yeti. So I do think there is another energy here that is the right energy. And I think you're going to have a hard time making some type of decision here when it comes to somebody, but I think you're gonna know the right thing to do. At least I hope you do. So give something time, and like that other one that's gonna work for the next 5 years, their ass off to build their bank account again. That's not the time you want to give. Okay. So there is some type of divine guidance here, which is positive. So just continue doing what you do throughout the day and try to be as happy as you can, and just be authentic, be you. It's best to watch out for signs before moving forward. You are ready to enjoy the fruits of your hard work, but don't decide to embrace one aspect of your life just yet. Wait for more information to emerge before making a choice. This card could also mean it's best for you to use your intuition to make the final call rather than your rational mind. Try to read the signs carefully and trust your instincts, although it might be frustrating to wait. Proceeding at this time is the right time and it'd be much more rewarding. So somebody's still in the midst of a big lesson here, guys, okay? Use this card when you feel like you've come to the crossroads or you need a sign. Self-doubt, overpowering, waiting the right time necessary at this juncture. The frog will stay still before getting ready to regenerate. Imagine being the frog and waiting patiently for the right moment. If waiting feels hard, try focusing attention on the sounds of nature or the frog that you can be hearing. So try to be patient here. Like, something is going to align, and it might not be with the person you think it is. I think it might be with somebody else, but whomever you're dealing with, they are putting money first. There is financial things going on, and your best bet here is to not engage with this energy right this second. There is a reason for everything. And again, like, focus on you and do what it is you like to do. Hang out with good friends, family, enjoy the weather, go outside in nature, spend as much time doing things, reading a book, hobbies. Just focus on yourself right now. Don't focus on something as a loss. Like, if you put some type of boundary into place for protection and you didn't get the response you wanted, or something didn't work out the way you thought it would, like, it was intentional. Give it a couple weeks, give it, like, just don't even think about it. Like, just, do you. Don't be like, oh my God, did I make the wrong choice by putting up this boundary? No, you didn't. It very much happened for a reason, and it could have been the words that you spoke that was the catalyst for a change, and that doesn't happen overnight. All right, I gotta bring me a sword because I need the car. I'll be back with this deck. I love you guys so much. We'll see you soon. Love you. Bye.